What to say and do for Employee Appreciation Day. So Employee Appreciation Day is coming up, and you know you should say and do something to let your people know that you value them, you're just not sure what. In this video, we're going to talk about when Employee Appreciation Day is, why appreciation is important, and then quickly jump into what you can express and give you some scripts and some simple things that you can do whether you have little or no budget at all to work with. Hi, I'm Chris Littlefield. I'm the founder of a company called Beyond Thank You. I'm a regular contributor to Harvard Business Review and Forbes, and I spent 20 plus years training leaders in the art of recognition and engagement. So when is Employee Appreciation Day? Well, Employee Appreciation Day is always the first Friday in March. And although every day should be Employee Appreciation Day, I think that's probably pretty obvious. It's good to have one day a year that reminds us to step out of the busy, out of the work, and just take a minute to be able to focus on our people, to appreciate our people for who they are, what they contribute, and what it takes to do their job each day. So why is appreciation even important? Don't we appreciate people in their paychecks? Well, we can have the best compensation package and benefits and office space and all the rest, and our people may feel compensated, but feeling appreciated and valued is an emotional experience that gets created in the little things that we do every day. Now, if you're looking for everyday actions to nurture culture appreciation, then check out my website, beyondthankyou.com, and check out some of the other videos on this channel where I share ideas to do that. But what do we specifically do on Employee Appreciation Day? First, we want to express our appreciation. And the reason why I'm starting with what do we say and what do we express is because the meaning is in the message. I can't tell you how many times I've gone into organizations where people give out like gift cards on that day and they go, here, we appreciate you. Here's a $10 Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks gift card. And people go, great, I can maybe buy half a coffee and a donut if I'm lucky. So it's not what we give people that makes the biggest difference. It's the message that comes with what we give people. So let's start by making sure we get that message right. When we're expressing our appreciation, there's a couple things that we want to make sure include in the message. Well, first of all, it needs to be authentic. Don't just say things to say things. And what I realize is that most managers really do appreciate their people. They appreciate what they do, what they contribute, what it's like to work with them. The challenge is we don't get present to what we appreciate about our people because we're heads down in the work. We're dealing with the latest crisis, the latest problem, the biggest customer complaint, the biggest customer request, whatever it may be. And because we're head down in the work, we often forget what we appreciate, and we also forget to express it. And that's why things like Employee Appreciation Day act as that reminder to be able to pull us out of that. So the first thing is we want to get present to what we appreciate most about our people. And one of my favorite questions to help us do that and to make that transition from the busy and the heads down is think of the people on your team that you value most. And if they came in tomorrow and gave their notice, how would you feel? What would you miss most about them? Is it their attitude? Is it the things that they do? If it's how they make your job easier or just that they make you smile every day, think about those things and it'll get you present to what you appreciate most about those people. Now, let's talk about crafting our message. Now, the first thing that we always want to do is our intro and setting the context. So if this is out of character for you to express your appreciation and people aren't used to you hearing it, maybe you haven't said something in a long time, it's important to be able to set that context simply by saying, today or this Friday is Employee Appreciation Day. And although every day should be Employee Appreciation Day, I sometimes get busy and forget to let you know how much I value and appreciate you for everything you do every day. Next, you want to express what you appreciate. Thank you for coming in and just showing up with a smile each day, for working as hard as you do, for putting in the extra hours, for supporting our customers. And then you want to share the impact. It's because of the work you do every day that makes our success possible, that makes our customers feel so valued, that makes my job as a leader so much easier. And then you want to close the message by saying, thank you, I really appreciate you, happy Employee Appreciation Day, and thank you for what you do every day. Now, if you're a senior leader within the organization, then you want to amplify this message and you want to extend this message By after you express your appreciation, encourage others to do the same. And you may say something like, hey, because today's Employee Appreciation Day, take a minute today to let your coworkers that you work with every day, both on your team and on other teams, know how much you value them. And then you can link out to an article. I have one in Harvard Business Review on how to write a meaningful thank you, and you can just add that to your message, and we'll put a link to that article in the video description below to be able to encourage others to express their appreciation to one another. Now, if you're a manager in the organization, take time either that beginning of that week or the end of the week to write a personalized thank you note to each one of the people on your team. You can use the same model that I just used before, and the only thing you're going to do is maybe not include that extended part or that amplified part where you ask people to recognize each other. Just write that note to that individual person, and do that if you can in a handwritten thank you note. Or if you don't have thank you notes, then just get some post-it notes and leave it on someone's desk. And if that person isn't there in the same location, still handwrite out that note, snap a photo of it, and then send it to that person to let them know how much you appreciate them that Employee Appreciation Day. Now, do you have a meeting with your whole team or with other leaders? Then invite them, take out post-it notes and hand them around the table and say, who's somebody on our team that you really appreciate and who's somebody on another team that you really appreciate. Now, if you're an individual contributor, also pause for a minute and express your appreciation to the people you work with in other departments. Maybe it's somebody in IT or HR or somebody in accounting or somebody that sits next to you every day that just makes you laugh, and let them know what you appreciate about working with them and why it makes a difference for you. Now, what can we do on Employee Appreciation Day? Well, if you have no budget at all, one of the simplest things that you can do if you're a senior leader within the organization, show up early to the office and hang out in the lobby as people come in and just say Happy Employee Appreciation Day. I just want to thank you for being here today and every other day that you've been here. And then just ask people questions about who they are and what it takes to do their job each day. You can actually, if you have a little bit of budget, maybe buy some coffee and create a coffee station in the front of the lobby as people come in the morning. Maybe have a breakfast if you have a little more budget to just let people know. And while people are sitting there eating breakfast or having lunch together, then take a minute to be able to just pause people for a minute and then express your appreciation. And then after you do, invite people to turn to the person next to them and say, hey, who's somebody that you work with every single day that you appreciate? Now, here's another thing that you can do either on Employee Appreciation Week, or you can do this throughout the year, but it's a great way to nudge people to recognize and appreciate one another. What you do is just get a couple jars that kind of look like this. Yeah, I got this at, I think, Home Good for, I don't know, the price tag's still on it, for $12 actually. Okay, get a couple of these, put these in the front entranceway of your company, or put them in the break room or the kitchen, and then put two of them next to each other and put given on one side and received on the other side. Then put a whole bunch of thank you cards out. You can print out ones like I did here. I think I got these printed out for like less than 25 cents a piece at my local printer, or simply just put out some post-it notes. And then what you do is put another jar with a bunch of marbles in it or some small objects. Don't use candy because people will eat it. And then every time they express their appreciation to somebody, have them put one marble into the jar where they've given recognition. Or then the other one is if they've received recognition, have them put a marble into the jar as well, and say to folks that the goal is that we regularly express our appreciation. It doesn't have to be a written card. They just either need to give it or receive it. And then a great thing you can do is put some prompts up there that remind people of some things that they can express their appreciation for. Like it can be thank somebody who makes you smile every day, or somebody who makes you laugh every day. Thank a person who really supported you during a difficult time. Thank somebody for showing up when they've got a lot going on in their life. Thank somebody for helping you out in a pinch. Thank somebody on another team who stepped up to be able to support you. Thank somebody who helps you learn and grow every day. Thank a mentor. Thank a boss. Thank a person in IT, HR, or accounting, one of the forgotten departments that we only reach out to when there's a problem. But do that to nudge appreciation in your organization and around your organization. Now, if you have even more budget and you want to give something, well, no one's going to say no to a gift card or something like that. But when you give it, don't just hand it out and go, Happy Employee Appreciation Day. Make sure that you put the message with it. And if you only have a little bit of money, but you want to give them something like, hey, maybe it's a $15 Dunkin' Donuts gift card, which one organization gave this for 15 years of service? Never do that. $1 a day? I mean, come on, really? Okay. But if you are going to give something small, just say, hey, this is just an expression of our appreciation. And I know it's not much, but we want to do a little something to let you know that we value and we appreciate you. So it doesn't need to be complicated. First, just take a few minutes to be able to craft the message that you want to express, and then make sure it gets to your people, whether you say it to them, whether you write it to them in an email, whether you record a video and send it out to everybody, or whether you stand up at a company, all staff, and let them know. Then encourage people to recognize one another, whether it's prompting them to do that in that all-staff meeting, whether it's nudging them to do that in an email and making it easy to do it by giving them resources to help them do that, or just do something to be able to nurture a culture of appreciation every single day. And if you want to help your leaders get better at expressing appreciation and learning to do the little things every day that make sure that people feel valued, then feel free to reach out to me at beyondthankyou.com. Have an amazing day and happy Employee Appreciation Day.